I've been seeing a lot of people talking about how how excited they are for Detective Pikachu. And they say it's the first live-action entry in the Pokemon franchise.
Oh.
But I'm extremely disappointed about what this says about our society.
Yeah.
To shove the greatest musical of all time aside like that, does no one appreciate art anymore? For culture? Philistines, the lot of you, I swear to God. I'm guessing anyone who knows anything about Pokemon Live also knows how highly successful television actor Andrew Reynolds was in playing James. If you didn't know, I'm a big fan of this guy, but he hated playing the role of James, absolutely despised it. The show was a miserable environment for everyone involved. The costumes were uncomfortable, the audiences were unbearable. It goes back to what you were saying about the glow sticks, how they bought glowy Pokeball sticks. And
they were like, no, keep them. They're making us hundreds and thousands of
We're getting so many sales. We don't care if it's blinding our actors and making it difficult to do the job we hired them to do. There's one reason he hated the role, and I don't find it so funny.
Kids of the devil.
You're the devil, four kids of the devil! You're the devil, four kids of the devil! There's one reason he hated the role. Which I don't find so funny. And that's he felt that people wrote the thing had made James a grossly over-the-top, borderline, over-the-line, homophobic stereotype. Oh, so apparently the actor was gay, and they believed that they were being typecast, and also they were getting remarks about how to ham up their gayness for the character, as the character. I guess I'm assuming because that's apparently what the actor felt at the time, is he was very uncomfortable with portraying the role of James.
Dude, the Jamesmen are coming to town. The Gamesmen are coming to town.
Oh yeah. The other thing about Pokemon Live the musical is they created a brand new Pokemon. Giovanni lured in all these people with this thing called the Diamond Badge, and they're just like, I'm the guy from the commercials. It's like, well, why don't you just walk up to him and arrest? How is he able to air a commercial but not have officers show up at his house and be like, oh, you're the leader of that terrorist organization. Let's just get rid of you right now. How is he able to operate as a gym leader?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, even in Red and Blue, how did he run a gym? He's gonna, when every trainer that he doesn't like gets up to him, he's like, yes, that's right, I am Giovanni.
That's right, I'm evil.
I am right in this location many, many days because of my job as the leader of a gym and this criminal, my gentlemen's organizations.
There was an episode of Pokemon Origins where at the very end Giovanni fights. It's the final battle between Giovanni and Red, and Giovanni's like, "Oh wow, you've taught me what it means to be a kid again and enjoy Pokemon battling. I haven't felt this joy of fighting Pokemon in years." And it's like, what? You're the leader of a criminal organization, dude. Man up a bit. I'm kidding.
This fucking
I'm kidding.
This fucking Bayleaf, man.
Bayleaf is what I call weed.
Bayleaf is a real thing.
Yeah? What is it?
Bayleaf. It's like a flavoring leaf that you put in spaghetti bolognese. And sometimes they leave it in, when we had Indian food.
Yeah.
And I crunched on the leaf.
The little robot with the face came rolling around and smiled and said, "Enjoy your meal." And then it tried to stroll towards a table. It's like, please move. I should have changed. Honestly, the whole Pokemon Live musical just gave me the same vibe as Bible Man.
Bible Man?
It felt like Bible Man. At the very end, it was like a Christian.
Yeah,
it sounds like a Christian song where it's like, we all believe in friendship and Pokemon and our Lord Jesus Christ. Giovanni tries to lure in all these trainers with the Diamond Badge, quote-unquote, and he reveals this spectacular, huge new Pokemon called Mecha Mewtwo. Yeah. Now, when I was a kid, I would have gone for Mew 3.
There was a trading card.
Yeah, there was. They had an official... Oh, yeah, but they had a thing written on the back that was just this cannot be used in the official trading card game. It was more of a novelty thing. I wonder how many people own that unique Mew Pokemon trading card from the Pokemon the first movie.
I had a bootleg one, but I liked it because it would just look cool.
I remember I found Pokemon the first movie and Pokemon 2000 at Cash Converters, and I sent you a photo haha, look at this, check out what they have, and you were immediately like, buy it. Buy it now.
Yeah.
So we were bored yesterday, and we decided to watch a little bit of Disney Plus. We were going back through and watching a classic show called Phil of the Future.
Oh yeah.
Now,
we watched two different shows with the same story.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But to start off with, Phil of the Future is a show about a family that gets stuck in modern day. They end up in like the early 2000s, right?
Yeah.
Which, first of all, means that Phil could have warned us about.
Yes.
They could have said like, "Hey, in the year 2020 specifically, everyone's going to be forced to lock down,
guys,
bunker down."
On this day, a small child is going to fall into a gorilla enclosure. It is essential that this gorilla live.
Phil of the Future just goes back to the Cincinnati Zoo. It's just like,
it's not very effective. My ass. Here we go. Oh shit! No. Oh, it missed. Oh, okay, poison. Crunch. Yes.
He wears a cloak and tries to like go low profile and just like casually walks in and just knocks the kid aside.
Please let that be it.
He's about to send in Zubat. Can you handle a Zubat? Can you handle a little itty bitty Zubat? Is that something you can do, Casey?
Like, yeah. Out of desperation, weak people sometimes do okay at fighting back. I guess.
I would know a lot about being desperate and needing to fight back in situations like this.
Don't you know that even if you're weak, you can still win sometimes, but it doesn't mean that you're better than me.
Earlier today, Casey said, "Hey Mitch, what's this?" and started clapping, just a random tune, and he kept clapping, and he was like, "Guess the tune, come on, guess the tune." And I was thinking for a while, and then I couldn't get it. I was repeating it in my head, and I was just trying to decipher it, and I'm like, it must be
I'm not fighting with another weakling ever again. It's just too much playing around.
And then I was just like, "Oh, that's Inspector Gadget." Yeah. And then you said, "Oh, I was just clapping randomly." You weren't even doing anything.
No, I wasn't, no.
You were just faking the whole time. I'm a magician.
Suicune raced like a blur right in front of my eyes. I have been chasing Suicune for almost 10 years, but I have never been this close. I'm all choked up. By the way, it was clear to me that Suicune took notice of your presence. Echoteek's legendary Pokemon are said to come to people only when they... Sorry, happens.
That's okay.
They recognize their talents. Perhaps I should be more aggressive toward Suicune. Anyway, Gilbert, we will meet again. How many times has that been said in Pokemon?
Where is my magician's hat? Have you found my hat?
What is that? It's my hat. Made from real grandpa bats. Yeah, the old ones, so it's not as... It's like human.
They don't have long left.
Killing.
Right. Well, I mean, it's for a hat,
dying,
so yeah.
Dying, so it's okay to kill them.
Oh!
Hey, Grandpa, you're dying, so it's okay for me to kill you.
Remember when I asked... Jesus. Remember when I asked you, as your friend, have I ever done anything to annoy you? And you said yes. And I said, oh, what was it? And then you said, I can't tell you, because if I tell you, then I can't test you later, and you won't do it in the future without knowing like a normie does. And I thought about it, I'm like, oh, you mean like testing friendships like neurotypical people do with each other? And you're like, exactly. I just love that little exchange. I had to write it down.
Okay, let's see. Where did I find the gym?
When you were scrolling through Disney Plus,
yeah,
and you saw the logo, and you said, look, Mitch, it's little Epstein's.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Casey, it's little Einstein's.
Put up the logo. You could mash two of the letters together and it would say little Epstein's.
Right. You're not wrong, but I hate you for it, and I think you should die.
I died instantly. I willed myself to death in that second, because just hearing Mitchell say he wants me to die, then...
I have that power. I'm like light friggin' Yagami.
I can't go on any longer. It's just so spooky.
But instead of a notebook, I have the power of word. I have the power of mouth.
Can you inflict any damage on our Pokemon? Yes, I got dark. I got dark shit.
What was that episode of Arthur that you mentioned where...
We're gonna, completely wipe this gym.
Oh yeah, of course. I like wiping old women.
She's a gushing granny.
She's a granny tranny.
It was super effective. Get used to seeing that.
Do you remember the episode of Arthur where Matt Damon shows up?
Yeah.
And you said he tells Arthur that he's never going to eat in this town again?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means he doesn't want to get his lunch privileges revoked.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a flashback,
Yeah.
like a dream sequence where he's going into the cafeteria.
Yeah.
And then Matt Damon pops up behind the counter and he's just like, nope.
He just goes, nope.
Nope.
Like the engineer in
Nope.
TF2. He's like, nope. You're never going to be able to eat food in this town again.
Yeah.
When Marge opened up her jaw really wide and you were
Yeah.
when she said she could finally relax her face, because we were watching...
Yeah, we're watching a new Simpsons. It was the one with
Yeah.
Bart's brain.
Oh, yeah, when they make the Meat Canyon reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like,
What do you
there's
think
a
of New
scene where
Simpsons? Have
Marge
you
Simpson
laughed much?
relaxes her jaw, and her mouth opens like a fucking ghost.
Like a snake, like a snake jaw.
Ghostface
Unhinges.
from Scream.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, the Simpsons did have two horses.
And I was trying to ask you,
didn't get it.
I didn't get it. I was like, what do you mean? It's like, she's like, finally, I can relax my face. And and you said, what that mouth do?
Yeah.
And you were like, oh yeah, on the internet, the reaction would be, 1, terrifying, 2, terrifying. And then you said they had two horses, and I asked you, what do you mean by that? And you said they had two horses in the series. That's why her mouth is so wide. And like, what the fuck are you talking about? Didn't we like watch an episode recently on an old VHS tape that was about a horse? The horse that like
Duncan.
was Duncan, yeah, because it
Duncan.
dunks down. into the-
Furious
yeah.
D, the name of the horse.
Furious D.
Not sure if you're way defeated.
Didn't Lisa get a pony in one episode?
Yeah, Lisa and
Yeah.
Bart and Homer had a horse.
All three of them have had horses?
Yeah.
Elephant, honey. It's an elephant. Dad, feline means cat.
Isn't it funny to just... It's always funny to see like a picture of a horse like in a house.
Horse in a house, and a house and a horse.
It's like, why are you in the house? You're a horse. You don't go in the house.
Why are you in the house? You're a horse. Horses don't belong here. Get out of here, you silly Billy. Get out. Come on, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here, you
They
horse.
have a horse house out the back. It's called a barn.
You horse guy. You horse man.
Thank
Horse
you.
dude.
Thank you.
Thank you. I feel like a lot of anime is just really boring when you watch it by yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a controversial opinion, but so much anime just like takes forever to get to the freaking point.
You know what anime is the best anime of all time?
What's that?
Anime, the anime. It's about anime and anime and anime and anime does the anime.
Oh,
And
is that like
anime.
Guitar Hero Hero?
Yeah, and it's also...
Is that like Let's Play Simulator?
Yeah, we're just repeating AI in a Let's Play simulator. And the hardest part of the game is the life part in between.
It is time to reveal. All of Game and Chat has been an AI experiment where we have put our voices into the machine and they clone our voice and guess what it is that we would have said during an episode. There has never been anything organic about the commentary of Game and or Chat. Rock and or roll.
Wrong.
Have you seen the latest movie? It's playing at our local theater. I think it's pretty crazy that in Ed, Edd and Eddy, they have that one episode where they show that Plank has two other like parents, like a mum and a dad, that are also planks of wood.
Dad.
Which basically implies that in the Ed, Edd and Ed universe, Plank is capable of reproducing.
Well...
They make little He's gonna grow up, get a job, and make little splinters.
And they grow.
Yeah, they start off as a little splinter
Oh
and
my
then
God,
grow into a splint.
They should harness this power because, like, we could have infinite wood, like
Right.
all our favorite porn stars.
What the hell is it? What does that mean?
Infinite wood.
Yeah, but you can't... A wooden dildo would probably hurt.
You know, that's why you put a protective layer of some kind of non-toxic coating that dries hard and it's like paint but clear.
I might be completely misremembering here, but I remember seeing on the internet, they say that historians found like an ancient dildo, which was basically like a hollowed out thing, and they put bees in it. So it would like move around.
That's so fucked up.
But like, but how would they? How else would they do it?
Wasn't that an episode of Koala Man where the alien wanted to like take all the humans and shove it up his alien hole. Wasn't that it?
That was it, but he didn't have a protective layering though.
That's like bigger. That's on a bigger scale. That same idea.
Same idea on a different scale. Good lord.
It's like Evo.
I hope that Koala Man gets like a season 2. I know that like Justin Roiland was initially a part of the creation of Koala Man, but I feel like that Michael Cusack could just continue. Yeah, like he can take the reins. He knows what he's doing. He's in charge of
Smiling Friends.
A really good, successful show.
Yeah, Smiling Friends is my favorite cartoon of the now.
It's pretty good. A lot of people have this conspiracy theory that all of the Hot Topic merch is gonna, or like all the weed shops are gonna switch over from Rick and Morty bongs to Smiling Friends ones,
and then everything will be ruined all over again.
Yeah,
it'll turn out that Zach really did make an Epstein Island.
Shut up.
It was the good one because
there's no such thing as a good. Oh my gosh, there's a second island. It's been revealed.
Like,
what was it?
They just eat ice cream all day and play video games.
Hang on. What was it that Chris Bors... Wait, hang on. What was it that Chris Bors said? Didn't he say something along the lines of like, oh, Mr. Beast, he hangs out with certain types of people. He even has his own island. The less I say about that, the better. What are you talking about? Just say what you mean.
Yeah, he's just like, I could say things, but you're not ready.
I could say things, but you're not ready.
It's good of you to have come. Okay. How were you watching?
But yeah,
here in Ecruteak, Pokemon have long been revered.
But he said you don't get that big without shaking a few hands. And it's like...
It's said that a rainbow-hued Pokemon will come down to appear before a truly powerful trainer. This is Morty's voice now.
I'm not saying that everything that...
I believe that tale. And I can't do it.
The other thing that he said is that he said like oh, I predict like me uniquely, me alone predict that you're going to hear more bad things coming out about celebrities and YouTubers like you've been hearing for the past couple of months and years. And it's like that's just the standard thing that everyone already knows.
It keeps happening.
Yeah. Like it's not a unique prediction.
I see a shadow. Oh, it's Shadow. Person who will make the Pokemon appear. I believe that person is me.
He believes that he has unique knowledge that no one else does.
I liked one of my favorite. I think it was Hillary. No, it was
Duff.
What's the show called?
Lizzie McGuire.
I think it was a Lizzie McGuire episode where the evil girl was like, no, it was Sabrina.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch
cartoon series.
They also had a gender bender episode.
The evil girl was like, I'd like to doing a speech, and she was like, "I'd like to thank the little people I had to step on to get here, to get up here or something."
Yeah, you wouldn't get away with that today. There was so I have two friends that I've been like binging Buffy the Vampire Slayer with, and they're and basically this villain character is like trying to cheer up a child because the child has like special powers and feels bad about it. And the villain like leans over and says, "Don't worry, you're special," and not in the retarded way. And I'm like, what?
Buffy?
They could just say that?
In Buffy?
In Buffy the Vampire Slayer, yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Toto woke up. Oh, I fell asleep?
Yeah, apparently you did.
One taken down in one head.
I'm good at car, not plane.
Yeah. I'm gonna look forward to animating those cutscenes we voiced.
Try
to like match.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Match the animation to the voices and stuff, like the movements and all that.
I find it interesting that whenever, like, in a Disney show or a Nickelodeon sitcom, whenever, like, a body swap or gender bender episode comes up, they never, like, allude to anything that's gender specific in the episode itself. It's like the only real joke that they make is that, like, oh, they go into the wrong restroom and have to swap in, like, oh no, silly wacky hijinks have just ensued.
The weirdest part for me was when Lizzie McGuire swapped bodies with her younger brother. And her younger brother, as Lizzie
does
McGuire,
like a changing montage.
The whole episode, he just keeps
changing clothes. And the only thing Lizzie does is like style his hair a bit.
Yeah, put on like a sweater.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
why
did this happen?
Why was his first thought? Like, I know it, like they gloss over it in the episode itself, but why if you swap bodies with your sister, why is your first thought to immediately undress and change clothes? What the heck, man?
That's what happened.
Oh, you know what he was doing? He was cracking up.
He was probably laughing.
He was probably having a gaff. He was just
God,
cracking
that's
up.
so weird. I can't believe when I grow up, I'm going to have one of these.
Do you remember in the Phil of the Future episode where it's like, oh, they're going to eat worms and it's
yeah. Okay, Morty, I don't think our potentials... Potentials? There used to be this, like, sort of lolcow back in the day that me and my friends would interact with, and he would say potentials.
Potentials?
He's like, my potentials are really high, he would say.
Who was the lolcow?
Oh, it was just this, like, on a forum.
Oh, right. You're just asserting that that's what they were. Yeah. You know, it's not like a well-known one.
No, it's just like a person on a forum that everyone kind of made fun of. I kind of feel bad about making fun of people when I was younger.
That's what you said. That's what you said.
That's how you get Christians.
I said like, "Hey, why don't you make another prank call video?" And you're like, "No." And I'm like, "Why?" And you're like, "I don't know. I feel bad about it now."
I don't feel bad about it. I just don't want to keep bothering people.
That's you growing a conscience. It's character development.
I'm like Cartman when he's like, "No, I can't laugh because I blew a funny fuse." Not because I feel bad about what I did.
I blew a funny fuse.
Yeah. He said he saw something so funny that he blew a funny fuse and couldn't laugh at it because it was something horrible that he did that he usually finds funny. Just double save to be sure.
Yeah. We also got to remember to hit save state and not load state because sometimes I mess up and I hit load state instead.
Sometimes. I don't know why I mess up hitting save state and I start to cry.
How are you so good at this? Oh my god. Save state.